each year, around this time of year, I start reviewing old material that I've put on my blog or put on the channel, basically to look for patterns. That is my way as a player and as a game master, to see what's the same, what's changing, what has changed, what perspectives I still feel are true, and which perspectives I feel need to be beaten up, shaken around, and kicked a bit to make sure they are evolving in some way. And, a metaphorical kicking of the tires of the RPG machine that is my brain. And one, I guess, point that I've been circling and circling and circling since I started the written blog in 2010 was that I really enjoy running games, not because of the game, not because of the mechanics. I mean, these are definitely a part of it. It's the players. I get so much enjoyment out of interacting with, preparing with, talking about the game with, and especially listening to one player talk about another player's character. I get so much enjoyment out of that it makes it impossible to consider not gaming. And I have not really emphasized this point enough. It's slipped out. It's been implied. It's been mentioned as a part of other things, but it's never actually been the point. The simple appreciation of how cool players are. And, there's this old adage from somewhere saying the GM has to love their players, meaning, of course, that they need to love the characters. And this is not what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not talking about going out of your way to make the game cool so the characters are awesome. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is all of the group together. The players as a unit, separate from the Game Master, and the players, including the Game Master, as a unit, as a group of people, appreciating what they create together. I think this is the magic of roleplay, that decades later someone can come up and say, remember the time you did this? Remember the time you jumped the Grand Canyon? It's like, and you're scratching your head thinking, jump the Grand Canyon? What is he talking about? Is this from a game? That kind of stuff. That's so cool. I'm looking forward to a decade from now getting in touch with, Alex and Sebastian and Nestor and Shannon, and saying, remember the time we did that goofy one-off for the first Brigade Con where we tried to rescue Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China? And we're all going to laugh. It's going to be awesome. And, there's so many little experiences like that which kind of slip away. There are experiences where the Game Master gets so focused on whatever it is that they have to do to make the game happen that that's all they really care about. It's like the game is only its preparation. And the final result, the actual play, they don't really get to take any appreciation in it, and that's a real shame. And so often when you're hearing stories of play, you're hearing, my character did this, my character did that. And from my experience, it's always been so much better when it's someone telling your story. I love it when your character did this. It was so cool when you had the character grow like that. It's amazing stuff. So if this short video has a point, it's, to reach out to members of the, the brigade or whoever it is that's watching this, and invite you to start sharing some cool other players' story, other characters' stories. Not your own stories, not great memories that you've had about your own characters, but let's start sharing stories about what awesome things our fellow players have done. And really start telling the stories that we've created together. If we don't share these stories, they're lost. They gave us a moment's pleasure however long ago. But these stories come to life in the telling. Stories need telling in order to survive. Let's share them. And for the game masters in your lives, why not share stories of awesome things game masters of your acquaintance have done, rather than allow all those skills, all those moments to just vanish. Let's share them so that other people can carry them with us.